Let's see here if I can go ahead and get something going for you. Let's here getting a questionnaire for you guys. One thumbs up at least. Appreciate you coming by. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background. My roommate is taking a shower, and it's right on the other side of the wall in this room where I'm at. So, all right, tell us a hiking, camping, or hunting story, guys. That's what I decided to do for a questionnaire here. I think that's as small as I can get it. I have to tilt my head a little bit down or up or something. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Anyways, this is not a gun can't content channel, guys, but we will be talking about hunting stuff, camping, hiking. Obviously, they're behind me, but preferably we will leave that to our other channel, which is Desert Armory and more. This one is mostly for outdoor content, so that is what we are going to be talking about. Yeah, got any hiking or camping stories to tell us, or hunting stories? We'd love to hear about that, and let's chat and share back and forth like we're around a campfire, like friends. There's one person in here, I know. You got a little thumbs up there. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Welcome to Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Sorry I haven't posted that long format of the cave adventures on Saturday yet. I need to do that. I got home at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. Started making supper right away, chilled for a little bit, and then at 6 o'clock until right now, I had a live at my other channel, and then I have a live here tonight. So appreciate y'all coming by. Hopefully my other subscribers are able to find this. Hey Chris, how's it going? I was just live at my other one. They actually let me be live again. So there's 2 thumbs up and 1 person in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Maybe there's more than that. What time is it, by the way? 7:30, 7:29, technically. Yes, sir. Yeah, got any hiking stories, camping stories, hunting stories? Love to hear about it. I'm trying to think. Once more people get in here, I'd love to tell a few. But one of them we did years ago. We once a year, my dad would take us boys camping. I guess I was on that stream, but I can't comment. That's okay. We were camping once a year. Our dad would take us boys camping. There's 4 of us. At that time, was there only 3 or was there 4? Can't remember. If we adopted the one boy. Yeah, I think we did. And we were hiking this place called Picacho Peak. And it's always fun to take rocks and roll them off cliffs when you're hiking or hunting or whatever. We're boys. We're gonna love doing that. Even I don't mind doing that nowadays. Rolling a huge rock down a cliff. Anyways, we were doing some of that and not realizing, or we forgot, or whatever, that there was a trail right below that. And I tossed a rock over, like, if I recall, it was about this big, about 8 inches around roughly, and rolled down the hill. And we didn't hear much about it, until someone came up to the top of Picacho Peak where we were at. And they were like, hey, was someone rolling rocks down over here? Because that rock just about hit us. And we were all like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, Jerome was doing some of it. I think some of us others were too, but in that area specifically, I was. So the rest of that whole time, that camping trip, which was like just one day, I think, or maybe 2, I couldn't touch a rock unless I was doing it for camping purposes only. That was my discipline. I couldn't touch a rock the whole time, other than like picking up rocks to make a fire ring or adjust the fire ring or move rocks to pick up wood for the fire. But yeah, we got almost hit someone with a rock that was rolling down a cliff that I tossed over the edge. Yeah. Hunting stories, I don't really have a whole bunch because I just recently started doing hunting. Other than just this year, I did some tried to do some whitetail, but unfortunately, after 28 miles roughly of hiking and 4 days, 2 different places, 2 different areas I camped out or parked and camped, Not one doe, or sorry, not one buck. 12 doe though. 2 people in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. But yeah, the live I just had on my other channel, all those guys said they were going to come over. I don't see them. They're probably like, we can't find you. That's what people keep saying, but that's why I tell them, you've got to type exactly what I put, at Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. It's got to be word for word. Since it's a small channel, YouTube is not pushing it. Let's see here. Oh, nice. Someone's following me on Twitch now. Keith Arts. Awesome. He probably was a fellow that was over there at the Jimny Show. Shout out to the Jimny Show, guys. Let's see here. Oh, Below Average Utah Dad is going live right now. What's up, A.T. Smith? You're here. Okay, there you go. Wait for the rest of them to come. Let's see. Is he still live? Below Average Utah Dad? Let's see. It's loading. Oh, he's cooking.
Because chili should have beets. That's my personal take.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Okay.
They're having some cookout.
Here it is, first one. All right.
Let's see. He has the live chat is off. He has it off right now. Well, there it is. One of them was off. Let's see here. I'm on a live too. Outdoor Adventures. Canelo wants to come in. Hey, Russell, what's up? You're back. Thank you for coming back, buddy. I'm a moderator over there now. That's nice. He did that, I think, the other day. And then I already was, someone gifted me a membership there. We're ready to vote. What you voting on? Hey, look at this. He's eating something. There's Utah Dad eating something. Stuff in his face. Live. Check him out, guys. Stuff in his face. He's got some for name tag on. It looks like chili. He's watching himself on his tablet, but he must have his phone set up. Let's see. It shows there's still only 2 people, but 5 likes. Interesting. Like and subscribe. Hit the screen for a thumbs up. Thank you. Now there's 3 people in here. Pin message. Thanks, Russell. Hey, Brooke, what's up? He's like, oh boy. What's up, my friends? How's it going? Crackety lackety. So yeah, guys, I got a little questionnaire on top there. Tell us a hiking story, a camping story, or
All right. Let's get our next.
A hunting, camping, or hiking story. Love to hear.
Take 1 scoop of each batch.
Alaskan Ballistics live right now. Yeah. Alaskan Ballistics came live a little bit ago. He usually goes live there for about a half an hour or so and then switches to Rumble. He has, I forget how many follows in Rumble, a decent amount because he's been trying to get people over there for a while. Oh, let's see here. Utah Dad is too, below average. He's at a chili cookout or something, it looks like. A chili cookout. Oh, let's see if I got any more camping stories or hunting stories or fishing. I should have put that on there too, fishing stories. We did a fishing one time. Growing up, we never could catch fish. I don't know why. We'd bait our hooks and everything when we'd go camping as a family, because we'd go camping about 3 or 4 times a year, it seemed like. We never could get any fish. Never got anything. And one time we finally went up north with this fella. His name was Bob Midget. He's passed away now. So that's why I say his whole name. He was a fisherman and a hunter. He took us fishing. And some of us got bluegill. I think my brother got did he get a trout or was it a catfish? I think he got a catfish. And my brother Jason, my youngest brother that we adopted, he was not getting anything. So we actually did a funny little trick on him. I found out later that it wasn't true. We somehow hooked a fish on his line when he wasn't looking. And then he thought he caught something, but he never did. They played a little trick on him. He actually didn't get anything. Russell says, I was hiking on a fairly hard mountain climb. The peak is very narrow on the way down. We met an 80-year-old lady on the way up. She had the biggest smile on her face. There you go. Hey, Bear. Shout out to you, Bear. Welcome, buddy. How you doing, brother? Brother from another mother. Appreciate you coming by. Hey, yes, Indiana Jerome. That's what I'm called here on this channel. Especially if I had my fedora. I have one, but it's not here. It's in I almost said Honduras. It's in California still, up in my shed. Yeah, I was hiking the other day around Phoenix with a friend that's from he's from Germany. I met him a couple times. He's quite a bit younger than me. We went on a hike, and we were hiking around, and we met up with a lady that was probably in her 70s. She was hiking with a bird, and the bird could talk. And it would say like, hello, or goodbye, all sorts of stuff. Dude, you gotta get a fedora for this channel. I have one. It's a felt one. It's in California, in my shed. So we should call you Indy here. There you go. Hey, Indy. Indiana Jones. I mean, Jerome. Let's see here. Did I miss something? No, I got it. Okay. 4 people in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by. 6 likes. Appreciate it. Yeah, this one I know is going to be a while. It's probably a while to grow. Who knows? I need to post some of my old content from my phone. Actually, it's on my computer right now, but like my ones I can use for shorts, I need to grab those and put them back on this phone because the phone was filled up. And then from here, post them onto this channel, Jerome's Outdoor. How are you, Everyday Carrie? I don't know. How is he? How are you, EDC? You were on my, weren't you on my live this afternoon? I believe so. I was really surprised I could go live because I was under influence that I wasn't able to go live until tomorrow. Because yesterday when I looked it up, it says you have one more day. So I figured that means it was counting today as not being able to go on. Anyways, I got 2 channels I can go live. So I know you spoke with Papa. I'm so happy for him. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I tried calling him actually as soon as he messaged me before he did his live. But I didn't realize he was on a live. He started one. But yeah, him and I have been chatting off and on. He shares with me some personal stuff here and there because he really appreciates me. So, hey, Russell, I'm good. I'm just here in my man cave. Are you watching me on your TV again like yesterday? Yep. Yes, sir. Oh, man cave. Oh, well, cool, John. Is that his name? John? I don't know. I am. Yes, sir. I don't know. What is your name, John? EDC? I don't know. I don't remember what your name is. I do not remember. I'm in my garage, aka the Bear Cave. Yeah. Bear 04040. Yes, sir. EDC, says Chris. Yes, sir. Bear, he says. Oh, let's see. Jonathan, John, sometimes. Okay. Usually if a person's name is Jonathan, they actually spell it Jon. At least the ones I've known. Let's see. I think it is, but could be wrong. Yes, it is. Chris says, Russell. 7 people in the chat. Thank you for coming to Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Right now, I have a little questionnaire up here. If you could tell us a hiking story, a camping story, or a hunting story. I should put on there fishing story as well, because I just told a little fishing story. I did a hiking story before that. It was a hiking, camping, both. But yeah, What's up, BDC and Chris? Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Howdy. Yeah, maybe I'd love to hear some of your hiking stories, camping stories, or maybe just whatever story, I just figured this stuff here, including fishing, I should have stuck on there. You got any unique stories to tell us, encounters? Sorry, I haven't been on many of everyone's lives. I've been working at 2 this past week. A2 this week. A lot is probably what you meant. A lot this week. I got a 4 pink salmon this fall. Tasty. Pink salmon. There you go. I should do some fishing. I have a fishing license. You can do that year round. I might as well do that sometimes, and I can add it to the channel. Why not? Someone actually said I should. I don't remember who it was. Let's see. Chris says, I'll be in and out. I'm at the ER. Had a heart attack, but I got to support the fellas. What? Chris, what? Does walking around the Home Depot count as a hike? No, that does not. I just did that today. That did not count as a hike. Did you see me posting outdoor content in Home Depot? No. A ton says AT. About what? Working a ton. Gotcha. AT Smith. What? You had a heart attack. Dude, are you all right? When did that happen? Today? That ain't good. I'll be praying for you. It's like my dad had that stroke last week before last, something like that, a week and a half ago. It was actually called a TIA, which is a mini stroke. A TIA. Grab a ladder at Home Depot and climb. That would be climbing, yeah, I guess. I wouldn't call it hiking. It's climbing. And Chris, prayers, dude. Yeah, we're going to have to pray for you, bro. If I may ask, how old are you? And have you had heart problems in the family or in the past before? Like my family has had heart stuff, but not strokes. So this was new. Yeah, Chris, you have all the support. Yeah, this morning I went in because I was having a hard time. Yeah. But yeah, we have had heart problems in our family, including my dad, which is the one who had the stroke. But then he also had blood clots too. Back in 2015 was the first time he had blood clots. He wasn't able to be as active as he used to when he was up in Northern California because it was all snowy. And so he couldn't ride his bike. And I think that's why he got his blood clots. Because he would ride his bike 2-3 times a week. Growing up, he would do two or three times a week, if I recall. And he'd bring us along or ask if we could come. Transient ischemic attack. Yeah, something like that. It's some name I can hardly translate. Transient ischemic attack. Yeah, I think that's what it is. They were debating between a TIA or a TGA, I think it's called, or TAG, TGA, I think. But they're pretty sure it's a TIA, which is a mini stroke. Yeah. I talked to some of his coworkers and the guy that took his place at Home Depot, because my dad retired, and told them about it yesterday and today. I was at the ER last month for headache and chest pains and breathing, and stroke was ruled out. My BP was too high. I do have to say, Chris is definitely dedicated to the chat on here and in the ER. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, so you're probably waiting there for some tests to be done, or just chilling, waiting, taking it easy, letting them run your different stuff. Hey, what's up, J-Dog? You missed us in our, I think you did, in my other live. You were here this afternoon, though, right? I think so. Just chilling here, chatting. We got a little questionnaire on top. Tell us about a hiking, camping, hunting story, or maybe even fishing. I'll be cath lab tonight, if not tomorrow, because possibly have to get a stent in, but hopefully not. Oh, there you go. My grandpa had those. The one that passed away, that would be my dad's dad. He had some stents put in. But yeah. Excuse me. And we act like we're a little tired, which we are. And it's only 7:46. Chris, that's not good. I know, right? Russell says, J-Dog, howdy. And Bear says, hey, J-Dog. But yeah, we got this little questionnaire up here. Let us know. I'm here and ate shoddy hospital food, LOL. Some's pretty good at hospitals. I've had hospital food. One time I had appendicitis, and it was in the evening, when we went in to get surgery, and then I spent a night at the hospital. And the next morning, I had some really good breakfast food. Just popping in at work for 2.5 more hours. LOL. Then you're going to get on your live stream for gaming? Maybe, maybe not. Trying to think if we have another camping store. Were we camping or were we hiking? I was probably about 4 or 5. I don't remember if it was a camping trip or hiking, but we do hiking, aren't we, camping? So there was a one of those outhouses that they have when you're camping where there's just a hole and stuff land in it when you go to the bathroom. My sister and I were headed out there together to use that. And off in the distance, right at the tree line, there was some type of wildcat. I don't know if it was a bobcat or a mountain lion, but my sister was, I don't remember really seeing it. I remember looking out into the woods, but I don't remember seeing it. But my sister was like, Jerome, we need to hurry up. Let's hurry up and get over there. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, there's a cat over there. And suppose there's some mountain lion or cat over there. I don't know, but interesting. Let's see here. Maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Can't tonight. There you go, J-Dog. I hiked up a volcano mountain in the Philippines, and we had a dog Sherpa leading us up and down for the best footing, and was the coolest thing. Awesome. Yeah, I hiked a volcano in Guatemala. It wasn't the active one, Volcán de Fuego, and it wasn't the other one that's extinct that has a, well, at least it's not active. It has a lake up on top. It's Volcán de Agua. It was another one that's semi-active. Back in 2008, I think it was. It popped its top, and so there was, you could see the lava flow where it was, and there's some holes where you could roast marshmallows over. But it's slowly, whoops, I hit the stand. It's slowly been getting colder. HE says, when I was just in high school, I went to a pheasant forever hunt, whatever that is, and make sure the kids got some. Mind you, at the time I was shooting competitive. He was to say that kid went home with at least 2. Awesome. Chris never had a good hospital food. I think it's to make you want to leave. Have you ever seen a skinwalker in the woods before? I have not. Or weird noises that somewhat sound like a child or an animal, and then you find out it's something weird. I haven't. That could almost give you nightmares. Let's see. Bear says, last time I was on a hike, Persa, was when I went to Arkansas. Buddy and I were walking around the woods behind the Army base in Fort Smith. There you go. There was a video I was watching about guys that do magnet fishing. They went magnet fishing near a Army base, and they actually found munitions in the river that would have came from the Army base when they were pulling the magnets up. This Forever is an organization similar to, oh, it disappeared. I think it said Ducks, maybe Ducks Unlimited. It just all of a sudden disappeared. Poof, gone. While I'm trying to read it. I was hoping more people would come in so I'd get subscribers, but yeah, YouTube, this new algorithms doesn't work, even if you do what they say. Although there's some more things I need to do. The police don't like the magnet fishing guy. There's a few of them. There's quite a few. There's one guy that does it off and on, but he normally does storage units. He's called Storage Mafia, I think. But he also did magnet fishing. But there's some others that do magnet fishing. They probably don't like him because, they call him about all sorts of stuff. What's weird is sometimes they think it's a real pew pew, but it's not. It's some fake one. Other times they're like, I think it's fake, and here it's like a yeet cannon high point or something. I watch those guys off and on. It's been a while since I've watched them because the one fellow that did it was kind of doing it just seasonal to pay his way from California to Florida and back, I think. He was collecting scrap metal out of the rivers. He was cleaning up it, plus doing other stuff. Pistol Pete, how you doing, brother? It's time to like and subscribe, but not vote. That's over. Thank you for coming by, Pistol Pete. Double tap that screen. You know what to do. Some of the stuff they pull out is bizarre. Yeah. Pheasants Forever is an organization similar to Ducks Unlimited for the Mule Deer Foundation. Pretty much a large group of people that like to hunt. They put in events for youth to come out and hunt. Nice. Chris says maggot fishing seems cool. I think so too. There was a girl who threw a gun in at a lake, and some guys dove like 10 hours to find it with the help of the internet investigators. Never got arrested. LOL. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you too, my friend. It's been a long time. Long time. Now I trek through the Yucca in Puerto Rico. It's the rainforest there. I have some awesome pictures. Awesome. Yeah, Yucca, some of them are pretty pokey, so watch out for them. Yucca fruit. I don't know about fruit, but the flowers, they're in Honduras. I've had the yucca flowers. You put it in with like vegetables and potatoes. It's actually pretty good. It's a unique flavor. You take the white petals off of the yucca and like not boil it, but you cook it with your potatoes and your veggies. It's pretty good. This is the first time I ever had it. It was when I was dating someone down there that I would like to restart that. That would be a blessing. The friendship. I don't know about the eating part. Anyways. Let's see here. I've never been to Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico would be, do you need a passport to go to Puerto Rico since it's Arizona, or not Arizona, U.S. territory? Some of my friends, when they had that flooding over there and the hurricane went through, they went to Puerto Rico. Another group went to, wasn't Jamaica. It's another place that people visit a lot that has really blue water. I forget what place that is. What place was that? Maybe it was Jamaica. Puerto Rico, no, just a license. Okay. Mama bears from Puerto Rico, no passport needed. There you go. Puerto Rico. Well, now it's Real D. Real ID. Yeah. Yeah, it would be Real ID. Yeah. Yeah. Or if you had a passport, that would work too. They won't stamp it. You just use that as a form of actual Real ID, because that is the Real ID more so than a driver's license, because it's international. So growing up, we had some family friends that were, her husband was a firefighter, and he was from Puerto Rico. I don't remember where she was from. Spain, I think. And they had a swimming pool, underground swimming pool with a diving board. It was probably 8 or 10 feet deep. And we would go over there and take care of it when they would go to Puerto Rico to visit family. And we'd take care of the swimming pool. And so they'd let us swim in it in the summer. That was fun. That's when I was probably from 5 until I was about 8, maybe. Let's see. Puerto Ricans are considered U.S. citizens. Yeah, I would think so. I'm trying to remember when Puerto Rico became a territory of the U.S. I do not remember. What's the other one? The Virgin Islands? Is that the other one? There's like 3 territories, I think. Or is it 4 that the U.S. owns? Puerto Rico is one of them. Guam, that's the other one. Guam's another one. And then is it some for islands? There's like a couple different islands. I was looking it up a couple months ago. Different islands. But yeah, Puerto Rico would be fun to go to. It's Spanish over there, a lot of it. Been there 2 times. It's beautiful. Loved one. San Juan, lots of history. Loved old San Juan. Oh, San Juan. Okay. There's just up for me. Oh, never mind. I won't say that because it might tell you where I'm at. We're not going to say that. Never mind. Scratch that. Erase that. Let's see. Let's move the camera around, see if it helps. Yeah, I'm getting a little bored. Let's see if I can think of any other hiking or hunting stories. You missed American Samoa. Samoa, that's another one. Yeah, there's a few of them. Let's see here. What's another hiking story? So the same place in Picacho Peak that our family went camping. Sorry, we'd hike there as a family a lot. And my dad would take us boys there once a year to go camping as like a father-son camping trip to Picacho Peak. Well, one time we went with our friends. It was a group, father and son. And so we went with our friends. And we were either hiking down or up. Now, this story, when I've told it to my family, they're like, we don't really remember that. But so what it is we were hiking, I believe, down. And usually when you're hiking down a steeper hill, boys tend to, and I even still do this sometimes, speed up a little bit just to kind of go a little faster. And sometimes you can hit your foot on a rock and stumble. And my one of my friends that came with us, his name's Daniel. He was a couple years younger than me, probably like 4 years younger than me. He fell and hit his head, gashed his head real good, and it was just bleeding and bleeding. And I remember my dad putting his hand on his head and praying for him. And when he put his hand away, there was no scar, no blood, and it was gone. Now, when I've told that story to my siblings that were with me, my oldest brother and my next brother above me, they were like, "We don't remember that. We think we remember that." But I was like, I really remember it happening. There was no blood. We were praying for him, and nothing happened. I mean, I didn't see anything. The scar was gone. There was no scar, no blood, no gash. But I would think they would remember that being like, in my mind, that was like a miracle. I was like, wow, my dad did a miracle. That is awesome. Anyways, Bear says U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, there we go. American British Isles, Guam, and American Samoas. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we still have control of Guadalcanal. Guadalcanal. I forgot how you pronounce that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, if it's true. See, I was young. I was probably 6 or 7. I remember it clear as day. And so, like, when I tell my siblings, Josiah, my oldest brother, and the next one above me, Jordan, because we didn't have Jason yet at the time, and we might have been foster caring him. They're like, we don't remember that happening. And I thought for sure they would, because being like a miracle in my mind. Anyways, Guadalcanal. How do you pronounce that? Where's that at? Where's that canal at? Is that somewhere in Central America? I know we tried getting the Panama Canal back. What's his name was talking about? Trump. Trump was like, that's technically ours, but yet we gave it to him. I don't know. We helped build it a whole bunch. Put a lot of money into it to make it. Who knows? I do not know. Where is that stands? I do not know. No, I don't. Anyways. My first live on this one last night, I think I had more people than this in. Like that. I remember lots of things from way back. My family is, are you on drugs? Oh, they say that. Yeah. No, that's one thing my parents and family have always said. I have a very good memory. Although there was some things that happened to me in Honduras that was very emotional and very hurtful, and it caused a lot of pain. And I lost some memory during that time, believe it or not. So my Spanish disappeared. It was weird. And some other stuff, it seemed like, disappeared. It was like I was under a lot of stress and a lot of emotional pain from a heartbreak and trying to shut it off. Anyways, A.T. Smith says how you're saying it is correct, and it's in the Pacific coast, close to Indonesia. Guadalcanal. Okay. Guadalcanal. Pacific Ocean near Indonesia. I'm gonna have to look that up. Let me screenshot that. You might hear trauma sometimes does that. Yeah. There was a girl that I wanted to date there that she acted like she liked me. She put on she liked me. Everybody else figured she liked me just the way she treated me. Then when I went to ask her, she said, "Oh no, I'm not treating you any different than others." And then I had to be around her for a couple months more before my term was up there in Honduras. She was our cook. And during that time, too, some other people were calling me names, treating me very roughly. Um, yeah, it wasn't very nice. And so, yeah, it was hard just to block it off. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Anyways, I've been through a lot of trauma when it comes to friendships, unfortunately. I don't know why. Only God has that answer. Let's see. 20 years ago, I was in Mesa, Arizona. Nice. A group of us went out to the mountain range and spent the day hiking around. Visited with Native Americans that were out there. Awesome time. Love to go back. What mountains? I've been to the Harkahalas. I've been to Crown King. I've been to some mountains just outside of Glendale. We did like an 8 to 10 mile hike. Some of the mountains in off of 51 right there in Phoenix. Yarnell Hill. I've been to some of the places in Prescott, Payson. Flagstaff. Well, that's way from Phoenix. But anyways, trauma can make you lose memory and ability. I used to be significantly better playing the guitar than I am now. I know I'm not related. Before I had emergency surgery to remove tonsils under noise. Okay, interesting. A woman can't live with them, can't live without them. It seems that way, right? They want you, but then they don't want you. They put on a front. And a lot of people are like, for her, they're like, why did you put him on like that? You were like playing him like a fiddle. Everybody thought you liked him. And then when he asked, you're just like flipping out that you didn't or whatever. Anyways, nasal polyps all in one go, was under anesthesia for 6 to 8 hours. Wow. And when I woke up, just can't seem to get that skill back no matter how much I practice. The guitar, interesting. No, I had a lot of pain on the back side of my head right here and right here. I think that's where it was, if I recall. And I was looking up where pain receptors are when it comes to heartbreak and breakups and hard trauma, and that's actually where your head hurts when you try to shut it off. I know she was a white girl. She was from the States. She was from Wisconsin. Wisconsin. I think she lived in Arkansas now. She got married. She has a little boy. No, she wasn't a Honduran girl. While I was down there serving, it was when I met the girl I was dating down there. She's not Honduran either. She's white as well. She's younger than me by 5 years. The other one was older than me by a year. Typical American woman. Yeah, I know, right? Possibly. I don't know. Anyways. Let's see if I can think about some other hiking, hunting stories, fishing. This last little hike we went on in the caves on Saturday, my nephew, there was like a natural slide inside this cave. And so my nephew went down it, and it was super steep. It was like, he went and took a tumble down it real good and hit his knee. I'll make sure that's on the long format of the videos. Bear says, I believe it was outside of Mesa. Unfortunately, I can't remember the name of the range. I was riding with a local. I would have to go look back at my photo album. I'll check. Okay. I like my Slavic women more natural. Yeah, I prefer natural too. All the people I've ever dated were, just because of the circles I was in, Mennonite, Anabaptist. The two girls I dated were, the people I've asked were Mennonite. How natural. Chris, come on now. Get your mind out of the gutter, brother. Isn't you thinking like that, brother? Slavic. Eskimo style. Chris bad. You get this mind in the gutter. The thing is, he made us think it too. Now our minds are in the gutter. Naughty. Not good. I got any more milk chilling over here? I think I do. There we go. Ta-da! He means like natural beauty, not dolled up in makeup or like piles of nose rings and tattoos and all that. I think I've dated an American either. I don't think I've dated an American. Oh, okay. Technically, the one I was dating in Honduras, she's actually, she's been in Honduras just about as long as she's been in the U.S. She's been over there 11 years, and she's 30. Or no, more than that, maybe. I forget. I also prefer the values of non-Americans. Well, the thing about, at least like people back in Honduras or Mexico or Guatemala, they definitely see, sure, they think all Americans are rich, but there's also some over there that realize that you're just a nice person and want to get to know you as a friend instead of play you like a fiddle or just want you for your money or super, super picky. They realize since they live a rough life, you can't be picky. It's life, Always prefer the values. Okay. Let's see. They are just naturally kind and friendly. Look at Veronica Olson. Yeah, you're right. She is very nice. It seems that way. And I've been on her channel off and on. That's where I saw you. I was like, hey, Russell, what are you doing over here? And you're like, how do you like the channel? I'm like, I don't know. I just came across her and I subscribed because I was like, it seemed like she had decent stuff to say. Simpler life, they're humbler. Correct, correct. They're just whole outlook on life, and although there's a few of them in the U.S. that are in the Christian circles and Mennonite circles and stuff, Anabaptist, like I was in, that would be, but yet some of those people were that as well. But it just seemed like they're just different. I don't know. They want one thing, then they want another. Although I've heard that's kind of how ladies are in general, though. So. Let's see. Tinfoil, hat time, no microplastics or high fructose corn syrup. Let's see. Microplastics, would that be like BP and stuff like that? Like when you have plastic bottles and stuff and containers that have BP in it or BPH, whatever it is. High fructose corn syrup. Let's see. My syrup would have that in it. Soda does, right? And some like candy bars maybe do. I don't eat candy bars, but yeah, exactly. They tend to appreciate life more and the little things get valued. Correct. Which my friend in Honduras, that's how she was because she's been raised concrete floor, no glass windows. It's just like shutters, or they have those little teeny glass that tilt like this that you crank open, like old houses and old travel trailers had. Just very simple. I was in the Ukraine in 2014, 2015, and dated there. There you go. Chris says I got the same hat on, double covered. Oh, this? Yeah, I have another one that's green. This one's my tan one. I have a greenish gray one. My two ex-wives were crazy American girls, but I got smart and brave. This time married my Puerto Rican Latina lady. She keeps me in line. Yeah, I hear they can. Yep. Ukrainian women, a 3. There's like a 9 here. Oh, really? Ooh, okay. Well, at least what they say. People hear the girls will like make themselves so high. They're like, oh, I'm a 10, I'm a 9, I'm an 8.5, I'm a 12, whatever. Like most people, you'd be like, a lady's more than just their look and beauty. Their demeanor of life weighs a lot into that. Most of them would value them just by their looks. And so, yeah, maybe their looks are a 9 or a 10, possibly, but not their demeanor in the rest of their life. It's not, unfortunately. It's funny. A few months back, my roommate asked me, what do you think I would be rated as, number wise? And then I'll tell you what I think you are. I'm like, I don't know, 8, 8.5, something like that. And he's like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing for you. Let's see. Sometimes I sleep with one eye open just in case. Well, just in case she whaps you. Let's see. No, I dated a 9 here. Personality was a 9. Personality was 9. Nice. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, the one I was dating in Honduras, I would say she was rated up there really high. She honestly, which we talked about at the first date I had with her, that she was who I prayed for, almost exactly to a T. And she said the same thing to me. But then after a while, she didn't want me anymore, unfortunately. Who knows why? Only God knows. But then more recently, she told her mom that, yeah, Jerome was who I prayed for. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, you want to get back together then? She is currently dating someone, though, that is a little bit on the rocks, too. Anywho, we'll just leave it at that. That rating scale is flawed to begin with because no two opinions will ever be the same. Correct. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as well as beauty is only skin deep. We all look the same with the lights off. Can't see it. We also look the same if our skin was all off, pretty much, Yeah, because in Ukraine they have so much competition there and almost no guys anymore. I've heard about that. Plus, they just put a lot of value in eating healthy and staying fit. Yes, you don't have these big old whales that call themselves a 9 or a 10. And you're like, yeah, like your looks aren't even that. Nope, there goes the donkeys again. My doggies, I heard, scrape the door, and they grew up on hardships mostly. That's correct, yeah. Donkeys are going off right now. They want to be let out again, and the dogs want to be brought in again. We'll go another 15 minutes, guys, and then we'll reach an hour. 5 people in the chat. It goes from 4, 5, 6 back and forth. Appreciate y'all coming in. Wonder if I got any subscribers. Probably not, because I think I only had 1 or 2 oddballs in here this time, if at all. Let me see. Let me see how many subscribers we have now. Switch account. 74. I think that's what I had when I started. I admit I'm interested in someone right now who isn't my normal type, but her personality is so great and I'll love to be around her. There you go. That's the thing. Sometimes we realize that we're willing to cut here and there because we like their personality and their demeanor of life, even though they might be a 7 or an 8 or a 6 even. But the rest of their life, you're like, it's exactly what I prayed for or would appreciate. Let's see here. Chris says it's our fault as guys too, though. The guys that simp on the whales and make them believe they're 10s. That wouldn't be me. Chris, absolutely. They eat very healthy and care about what they look like when they go out. Yep. Beautiful beauty fads and personality lasts. Beauty fades. Correct. Correct. Beauty fades and personalities last. 74 subscribers. I think I might have had up to 75 on this one. I can't remember. I'd have to look on my schematics and see. Brookside Farms live right now, and so is Guns R Us. Let's see here. I got some news that says new Avatar lawsuit. Disney and James Cameron are sued over Avatar 2. Interesting. Oh, I did not know that, mate. Let's see here. I've definitely married out of my league. I keep asking if she needs glasses. What? Bear, LOL, you're hilarious. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh, because why did she like you? Why'd she fall in love with you? Gotcha. I got you, mate. Utah Dad is still live. Did you say what? Farm? What's his name? Farm. Not Project Farm. That's a YouTube channel I watch. What is that one? Brookside. Brookside Farm. Brookside Farm is live right now. Let's see if I can find him. Brookside Farm. Let's see. I'm in shape. Round is a shape. Yeah. One of my friends used to be a bubble in the center. He had a little weight on him. He's thinner now. But he used to say, well, at least I'm level, like a level for leveling something. The bubble's in the center. Bear, you got a Latina. They'll be honest and straight to the point, but don't you mess with her because she'll cut you. Yeah. On break finally. Hey, J-Dog. JK. Let's see. My buddy's dad started Brookside. He sold it for multiple $1 million. Well, this is Brookside Farm, as in the guy that's subscribed. His name is Hugh Weeb. I know some Weebs. They're from Canada. I know a John Weeb and his brother, but mostly John Weeb. They're in Honduras. They were. He was at the mission I was at, and he married someone from Canada, I think it was, or the U.S. I can't remember, and they moved to Honduras. Now, this is Brookside Farm, as in like the ones that we subscribe to. I'm not having him come up on this one. Watch this drum. I'm gonna hassle Brookie. Oh, well, I'm trying to find him. Hold up. I'm trying to find him. Wait a minute, something ain't right here. Brookside Farm. Let's see if I can find him. He's doing a live right now. Did you mean Brookside Farm? I did. That must not be his name. I'm trying to find him. I can't find him. It's just coming up with a weird page. I think something's wrong with my channel right now. I don't know why I can't find him. I don't know if that's his handle name or not. At Brookside Farm. Oh, come on. Just messed it up. At Brookside Farm. FRM. Oh, no wonder. FRM. Let's see. Yeah, it's not popping up. Brookside FRM. Yeah, I'm typing in that. It's not working. Comes up with everything else but. Did you regain full function of the other channel tonight? I did, Kentucky. It actually went this afternoon. I actually did a live while I was working. And so I decided I went on just to check my other channel because I was going to put this one on. And I noticed that the other one was active, so I just did it on that one. Yeah, I can't find them. And I already disappeared the... Yeah, it's not coming up. Brookside FRN, not coming up. Yep, that's exactly what I have. Brook, BROOKESIDEFRN. That's exactly what I have. Jerome is fresh out on parole on the other channel. Yeah, that's exactly what I put. Yep, that's what I put. It only comes up with one that says they're currently live. It's some update on Holly's own friend snapped. She's lying. Some besties. I don't know what. It's not coming up. It just told me he was on a live, though. So I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Let's see. He was in YouTube pinout on parole. Let's see. Jerome, a convicted YouTube felon. He's basically a 1%er. Yeah, right. That's weird, but also it's YouTube, so it's not surprising. Yeah, it's not coming up. I have no idea why. I'm running it through the browser on my tablet, on my lap, and it's not popping up. Life in prison without parole. Mama tired, merely hired. Yeah, it's not coming up. I type in Brookside FRN. Yeah, nothing. Let's see. I don't know where my subscribers are on this one. And my dog wants to come. Oh, here it is. Now I found it. It's underneath notifications, but how come it doesn't come up? Grilled cheese is over there, a few others. Rhodes cringe. Domino's guy still. Brooke, why would you go live and not go to Jerome's live? Unbelievable. That's what he put. And Jerome got some YouTube tattoos while he was in the big house. Yep. Chris, I'm sure YouTube doesn't like me. Yeah, I know, right?
That's Pharaoh Rhodes. That's the limited edition 43X. Super rare.
What is his actual channel? His handle called? Brookside FRN. But his channel is exactly called that, Brookside FRN, but it didn't come up. That is so weird. Let's see here.
Thanks for coming. Oh, you were going on. But
Oops.
didn't mean to cramp your style. I didn't.
7 watching now, it says.
43X.
Poor guy. Where's the live chats? There's the, okay, put a thumbs up on it. What's your plans for tomorrow, Jerome? I'll finish up the electrical job. Chris, I'm sure YouTube doesn't like me. Yeah. Hopefully finish that electrical job. I have a live on it on this channel, wasn't it? Or no, it's the other one. Hey, what's up, Rooster? Yo, what's up, man? How's it going? I got out of YouTube jail, so I actually did a live on that channel, my main one, today while I was doing electrical, and then this evening for an hour and 10 minutes, plus a 20-minute one, and then I've been on this one for almost an hour. Let's see here. It actually has mine on here as a suggestion. Right here. I did that live right there today. That was my second one. It's 39 minutes and 21 seconds on this account. This is electrical work. 713 views in half an hour. I think I got 2 subscriptions on that one. Let's see. Here's another one. We are back an hour 9 minutes. Yeah, that was the last one. That's new. It only got 383 views. What about... I did 2 of them. Oh, there's the other one. Right there is an hour and 10 minutes. Right there. Hour and 10 minutes. I got 1,007 views. Anywho. We'll get off of this one in a couple minutes. But yeah, YouTube's algorithms are just garbage right now. The way they're pushing it is not helping our channels. According to the AI that they're using, Gemini right now, they made it so that it's only pushing to people that like the content. You're not getting all the slew of the other people where you'd get more watch hours. So they're actually shooting themselves in the foot because you're not going to get monetized as quickly that way. Kentucky says, I got my half cow today. My poor freezer is packed to the brim. I'm going to need more propane for the mistakes. There you go. Yep, I'm listening to him right now on the side here. Well, I clicked on my little notification bell and it said that he was live there. But when I put in his actual channel name, to a T, it's exactly his channel name. Nothing came up. Nothing came up. It's Brookside FRN with the @ sign in front. Nothing. It's weird. Now, if I went scrolling through all my subscribers, who I'm subscribed to, 2 Fs, I would find them there, but that takes forever. Yep, we found Brookside. Step bro, yeah. Orange smoke. What in the world? That's funny. You ever had? Let's see here. I'm getting thousands of views on the shorts I posted over the weekend, but hardly any likes and only 1 comment. Interesting. Kentucky cheaper, buying larger amount of meat. Yeah, it is. A half cow would be. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking at the comments on what's his name's here, but we're gonna shut this down here in a minute or two because it's almost an hour. I gotta do stuff. It's 8:26. I started earlier too, about 15 minutes earlier on my other one.
You talking about the boot polish or the AOC there, or smoke? You'll have to help her get her jab stuff on stuff from the drive. Emma moves like a tier 3 operator. help me sit for a lot of stuff is feral.
We'll close that down. I always say place to go, people to annoy. Places to go, people annoy. Yeah, there you go. I posted some. Sorry, guys, I actually pushed the wrong button. I posted some pictures like weeks ago, and it finally got a view like 5 days ago. Oh, underneath posts, or did you do it as a short where you can do like a slide? The crazy hiking story was when I was around 8 or 9 with my family, and we were walking a trail, and like 5 feet to the right was a cliff 30 feet down to water. And I went to look for a view and slipped. And don't leave us on the edge of the cliff here. Cliffhanger. Grabbed a tree right before I fell. Oh, there's the rest. You literally left us hanging like on a cliffhanger. Pun intended. I got 3 videos, 75% done editing them, but I'm worried YouTube might flag me with violations off the gate. It's crazy because they'll flag you for everything. It was very scary. I'm sure, Rooster. Were you thinking you were a rooster? Post, I am still trying to learn how to use the tube thing. The tube thing. It's a little unique because like you can do one picture, have it so it stays, and then go back and grab another one. So that way it's like a slideshow. And then within that slideshow, you can post little shorts because it's a 3-minute long now. I noticed too, they made it so that a 3-minute video can have sound. That was not that way before. It used to be only if it was a minute, you could do sound. Like music, YouTube suggested music, which YouTube suggested music. I used one the other day on this one. They said I was copyright infringement. Thing is, the copyright infringement wasn't even the music I used. It was a totally different song. Plus, the one I used was YouTube suggested music, like on their list to pick from. But I used it on another one. It was perfectly fine. I think it made it sound like another one because it was lightly in the background with me walking through a wash with all these ruffling grass. And I already had 230-something views on that one. I took it off and put another sound instead, and only got like 80 views, 60 views. Like I lost those views. Not a YouTube. Oh, and I had another video removed on this channel. This morning I woke up to a email that said, your video content is removed because the background noise you used is not available anymore. Hence, this cannot be seen anymore. And it was the picture of me with the, when I bought my Desert Eagle, I opened it up real quick and closed it. And it was that little Indian guy singing Jingle Bells. I guess that one's not available on YouTube anywhere, at least not where I grabbed it from. And so it's not available to look at anymore, that whole video, because that song's not available anymore. It's muted. It'll be deleted in a month, they said. It's like, I didn't know if you take away the video, the sound's totally gone. Just then eventually it deletes itself. I just posted some pictures of some new blades. Wasn't aware I could put them on shorts, so I will try that. It's a little weird to figure out. Maybe I'll do an editorial on it someday. I don't know. About how to do shorts in a slideshow. Because you can do one very easily. You just select it and you're done. But to get another one, you have to like select it and then like sign out of it. Select another one, come back, put it on. Select another one, come back, put it on. But yeah, when I got the Desert Eagle, I did a little video of that and clicked something about early Christmas gift. And then I put that Sleigh Bells Ringing song that the Indian guy sings. And it's not available anymore, I guess, and at least the one I selected. And so they're going to remove it in 30 days. It's just muted, so you can't even hear anything. Yeah, I didn't know they do that. Interesting. Very interesting. I have that song stuck in my head. I'm coming lonely, really kind of thing. I think it was you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Okay, that's about as far as we can go with it. They might copyright infringe me. Maybe it's racist putting an Indian guy. Maybe that could be why they might have removed it because of that. There was actually a place where you could find all of them. There was like 15 of them. Russell Clawson, yeah, we paid $700 for a half cow, packed, sealed, and delivered. That's a good price. Just the steaks alone were worth the price. Never mind the copious amount of ground beef and roasts. It is the way to go. Yeah, I wish I had more property. I'd maybe bring a cow in here too. I wish I had 2 acres instead of an acre. Maybe I'd get a cow as well, or I could get rid of the donkeys and get a couple cows, and butcher them. I've been thinking about getting rid of them, the donkeys, because I can make money off of them. I bought both of them for 500 cheeseburgers, and I could sell them for that a piece or even more. There was someone selling one female that was pregnant for 1,000. I got both of these for 500. She wasn't trying to make money off them, that's why. But I could sell them for that easily each. Last Friday we were having a Papa's music party. He was blasting that song. Yeah, he likes that one. Kentucky, right on that. What I need to do? Yeah, same. Yeah, I need to do that. I've done that with pig. I had a friend who would raise pigs in California, and so I'd buy a quarter pig from him. And we get bacon, pork chops, pork roast, pretty good stuff, My dog's scratching the door again. She wants to come inside. Yeah, I probably should get off, guys. There's only 4 people. Barely anybody's came in. Only 12 likes. An hour and 6 minutes. Yeah, tonight didn't take off. My first live yesterday was more than this. It was better. Anyways, appreciate you all coming by to Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Especially because the price of ground beef is so high. Yeah. All right, Jerome, have a great night. And yeah, thank you guys for showing up to Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. We're hopefully, maybe later this week, we'll have the long format posted for you guys. Later, Indy, my dog is begging to go out. There you go. Mine's begging to come in. She keeps scratching the front door. Anyways, thank you all for coming by. Appreciate you all. Ground beef is like $6. Yeah, if you don't get it on sale. It was on sale the other day for $3.97 a pound at Fry's grocery store. It was the 80-20. That's as low as I'll get. Anyways, guys, appreciate you all. And remember, you can never go wrong doing what's right. And through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. And remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Instead, trust God in times of uncertainties. Ask Him for help, and He will provide light on your pathway. Thank you all. You have a blessed night, blessed day, blessed rest of your life. See you guys. Till next time, folks. Jerome's Outdoor Adventures is out.